Yep. What's the deal? What's up, family? Where are we now? Okay. Okay. We got a decent amount of games today. Um, where my headphones? Sonny, I need you to do me a favor, sir. Run up there and get my headphones right there. They should be on. They should be on the by the front couch or something. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. See if we can get through these quick 10 games real quick. I think it's 10. I believe it's 10. So, you got them.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. You got the folder up out of there?
Nope.
Huh?
I said it's garbage. I don't need it.
Mm,
I'm not that for that.
okay. Uh, hit my notifications right there. And let's go. Yes, sir, man. We got a little injury news and stuff like that to check and take a look at. All right. What I wanted to do? I'll take a look real quick. I did pull up some Jackson news, but let's take a look at the injury news real quick, right? So, um, Tari Eason is out. Um, Peyton Watson is questionable. Got to keep an eye on that situation. Jakob is questionable. Anthony Davis is probable. Okay. Clay Thompson is questionable. He was not at shoot around. Philly hasn't submitted yet. Tony Bradley questionable. Um, Same old song for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trey Mann is probable, and Colin Sexton is doubtful. Okay. Ducky Robinson is probable. Middleton and Malachi Branham is questionable. John Moran is out along with Vince Williams. Okay. So that's interesting. That's very. Grayson Allen, questionable. Isaiah Livers, questionable. Horford is out. De Silva and Jonik Eisen is questionable, and Jalen Suggs is doubtful. So Larry Markkinen is doubtful as well. All right. Jeremy Grant is questionable. All right. Um, and Rui is questionable. Keep an eye out on him. And Derrick Jones Jr. was the same old thing for the Clippers. One time for the one time. Okay, so let me refresh this because some little bit more news just came out, and it was Karis LeVert probable, Kaminga illness questionable. Okay, um, let me do one thing real quick. Let me get this pent up here, and we ready to rock and roll. Some okay spots here, man. If you're looking for same game parlays and stuff like that, hold on. If you're looking for same game parlays and stuff like that, there's some decent spots here, man. Some really good decent spots here. All right. um, and let's see if we can breeze through this. First game on the docket here, we got the Rockets and the Nuggets, right? So, Peyton Watson, we're gonna keep an eye on Peyton Watson. Then you got Jamal Murray, you got Nikola Jokic. I guess these teams hadn't played. I mean, It hadn't been that long since these two teams played. They played on December the 15th, and they also played on November 21st. Okay, so right off the back here, my thoughts on this game right now is it's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities for a lot of people on this Rockets team. Okay, you got Min Thompson. He's going to be a rebound candidate here, right? He just had 12 rebounds versus them. He's a decent rebounder, right? You can look at some of his rebound chances as well. 15 rebound chances versus New Orleans, 22 rebound chances versus Denver, 16 rebound chances versus the Clippers, and so on and so forth. You'll also be able to drop dimes on them here and there, right? So his rebounds plus assist prop or individually can be in play, right? It's a lot of plays here. It's a lot of plays. You could also look at his PRA where he's over in 7 of 10. I'm not scared of this backcourt defensively. So you can see some of his numbers this season. He did give them 22 and 7 once this season, and gave him a double with 14 and 12 on the 15th. You'll get a double for him at plus 290. All right. In that with that double, he did have 6 assists. You never know what can happen. Okay, never know what can happen. But at the end of the day, I like this spot for him. Koji, I won't be betting on him. I just can't. But 1-3 at a parlay piece, I couldn't talk you off of that. I mean, whatever. Kevin Durant gave him 25. He hit his points prop when he played them last game. That was 25 and a half. I'm not going there. All right, he ain't been. I mean, I don't give a fuck what it do right now. A lot of shit don't resonate with me a lot. I had to. We took the points versus them last time. I had to take them. We had to take them. And then that game went to overtime. He got 25. So I don't know what the fuck be on his mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I could care less if he gets there or not. I'm going to tell you that shit right now. Coming off a 32-point game versus the Pelicans, that game was overtime. I think that Denver game was overtime. So they've been to back-to-back overtime games, right? So keep an eye on that situation. Can he go out here and ball? Yeah, he can go out and ball. That's Durant, but sometimes I don't care what you do, right? I don't care. It don't matter. And then, man, he's boy. I ain't even gonna say it because, man, sometimes he didn't get caught talking about, he don't care nothing about parlays, all that bullshit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Jabari Smith, another, but. Let me rewind it back. But the 4.5 rebounds, I did set to the side. I do like it. I have no choice but to like it. Versus this team is not the greatest rebounding team, okay? It's not the greatest rebounding team. And if you're watching this, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, drop a like for me, man. Let me know I ain't doing this for nothing. Drop a like. You can share it. It don't cost you a dime. At Denver, I guess I would probably say it would probably be the Rockets or nothing for me in the spot. If I'm taking a side here, the Rockets been in some iffy situations though. Now another like I said, this Rockets team as a whole is in a okay spot for rebounds, and we're at another okay spot for rebounds. You're going to get Jabari Smith rebounds in places at 6.5. You could also look at his points plus rebounds and or threes. I only take his threes when they 1.5. I'm not fucking with him when they 2.5. He's rebounding the ball very well. Hit his rebound prop in 6 of his last 7 games versus this team. He's got double-digit rebounds in 3 or 4. In back-to-back games this season versus them, his double sitting at 369 plus 368. So this team is going to be in a good rebound situation here. Okay, everybody ain't gonna get there, I don't believe. Another game, so another spot where Alfred Sengun got to his rebounds last time versus this team, but. The first game they played, he only had 5 boards, but he come back with a triple-double in versus team here. We know Steven Adams will be backing him up. Steven Adams might start, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Let me see. Let me take a look. Let me take a look real quick, and what them star lineups been looking like. They've been leaving Steven Adams' ass out there a little bit too long here and there too, man. Let me see. Rockets, right? Let's take a look at their starting lineups lately. See, they be switching it up a lot. So they started on the 15th. They started Smith Jr., Sengun at the 4 and 5. Why aren't they showing us more games? Oh, on the 18th. Okay, on the 18th. And then what about the 15th? Okay, so okay. All right. Both games they started them. Okay, I guess that's how they've been starting them. All right, that's how they've been starting them. Okay, all right. My bad. But from a minute standpoint, hold up. Let me see. From a minute standpoint, let's see. Steven Adams. I remember he wet the bed. He didn't get no rebounds last time they played. He played 15 minutes. So he plays 27 minutes. I guess that's because of the overtime. All right, so bet. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, bet. Any numbers for Sengun? I can't talk you off of it. I don't know how I want to attack a lot of this. I don't know how I want to attack a lot of this, but I'm almost leaning towards Houston in this one. All right, I got a little love for Houston on the road in this one. For sure. Jamal Murray, he's going to have all the usage in the world. Just coming off giving these boys 35. So he's definitely in play. 24.5 point prop here at home. 20. He's hit his points prop in both games versus this team. The first game versus this team, he gave him 10 dimes. Don't know how I feel about the assist prop, but the points, I think he'll be shooting, right? And then you could also look at his field goal attempts, his field goal attempts here. He should garner some heavy usage here. 18.5 field goal attempts at minus 120. I couldn't talk you off of it. I couldn't, right? They're going to want this game. Definitely. They're definitely going to want this game here. 1 second here. Absolutely. They're definitely going to want this game. All right. Cam Johnson. If his threes was they in play, don't know if I'll get there. Spencer Jones, Peyton Watson, going to see if he's going to be in or out or whatever the case may be. Nikola Jokic. Everything is in play for the kid, right? The 1.5 threes, whatever you want to do. I'll be looking at this game for a same game parlay atmosphere. And like I said, on the Nuggets, on the Rockets side, it's going to be some decent rebounding opportunities. Going to be some real rebounding opportunities, right? And with the odds that you get for some of these double-doubles, you can bet some multiple double-doubles here and probably still end up profiting, right, if you hit the right one. Indiana, New Orleans, right? Another game where I like the same game parlay atmosphere. We got 235.5 over under in here. I can't talk you off anything here, right? From a matchup standpoint, I'll tell you this game in a nutshell from a matchup standpoint. I have interest in both guards, both point guards in general. Nimhart and Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears. At 13 and a half, I can see instances. They went up against Houston, probably kind of, well, he only played 20 minutes. I forgot what happened in that situation. I don't know why, but I know Zion played, and then, things could got mucked up or whatever the case may be. But they are playing a decent amount of guys here in New Orleans. Not the greatest defense. Assist prop for Andrew Nimhart is in play. Couldn't talk off his points. I do like the matchup as long as he'll see some fears. Other than that, for this game here, just got the same game parlay feel to it. I don't mind it. I don't have no single play out of here. You could also look at Huff with his blocks and stuff like that. Only had 2 blocks last game, but you still get it at a reasonable price at 2.5. So, I mean, for what he's been doing, he's over this line at 8 of 10. He will step out and shoot the 3, sitting at 1.5. I'll be looking at this game here for a same game, probably atmosphere, right? A lot of mouths to feed here. Sadiq Bey, the rebounds for Sadiq Bey out of everything. I mean, no matter what, I do like his rebounds here. Zion played 21 minutes last game. Don't know what the minutes distribution going to look like for him. At the end of the day, we're just going to have to see, man. We're just going to have to see. It's a few mouths to feed here. Be careful, right? Be careful. Sadiq Bey has been playing some good basketball, but things can get scarce. Things can really get scarce. Derek Queen. I went to his rebounds last game for Houston versus Houston. Indiana's not the greatest rebounder team, okay? So I couldn't talk off his rebounds here, rebounds and assists, but I definitely would look at the rebounds here. You could look at some of the rebound chances that he's gotten. 25 versus Houston, 18 versus the Bulls, 19 versus right? So at the end of the day, I don't mind the rebound prop for Derek Queen, okay? Philly and Dallas, right? I haven't broken down this whole game or nothing like that, but I just feel like Joel Embiid should go today. I thought he was actually going yesterday, right? But he didn't. I refreshed this injury news here. Like I said, I thought he was going yesterday, but he didn't. Refresh this injury news, so we looking same here. Now, the assist prop for Nimhart could and should be in play. Probably, I don't know if I'm gonna go there or not. Right? Points, I don't know if I'm gonna go there or not. Clay might not go. You never know. He missed shoot around, so keep an eye on that situation. The ifs and ands and buts, right? Najee Marshall, the 11.5 points is in play, right? He should see a decent amount of minutes, and then, without Clay, if Clay doesn't go, that'll probably solidify a decent amount of minutes for him. So his points prop is in play. Shout out to him. He's been playing some good ball. Cooper Flag, I don't know if I'll be going to his points, but he's been, in the vicinity a lot there. He's over his points prop in 6 of his last 8 games. If you want to get there, I couldn't talk you off of it. With Anthony Davis in there, I don't know how I feel about this PJ Washington line here. Maybe look at his rebounds. He's over his rebound line at 6 of 10, and you're going to get it at plus money at 7.5. They giving up a decent amount of rebounds to some power forwards, man. Johnson just had 10. Hart just had 10. Historically versus this team, last time he played him, he had 12. He's going to be out there for sure. So the rebounds are in play at 7.5. I don't mean I'm going to get there, but they definitely are in play. And Anthony Davis, I like the 21.5 points for him, okay? Embiid is not the greatest rebounder. He'll have to keep his hands to himself for sure if Embiid plays. These two guys here, that'll be an interesting matchup, though. But at the end of the day, the points prop for Anthony Davis is in play. Last time he played him, he must have got hurt. He only played 10 minutes. But prior to that, 31, 23, 17, 31, 31. Some decent amount of rebounding gains there, too. So if you want to look at the double-double, you get a parlay piece of the minus 175. He is a double-double candidate. I like the points, though. I ain't going to stunt. And then if you want to take him for a three, I think it's possible he can hit 1 or 2 threes as well, especially if somebody like Embiid play. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he'll see some Embiid. If he plays, he'll see some Drummond. We'll see what's going to happen, right? Like the fact that he got up to 37 minutes last game. That's a really, really good sign. Anthony Davis, 21.5 points. I don't mind it. I like it. Tyrese Maxey, you can do whatever you want to do with him here. You'll get the points at 26 right now if you take that leap. You never know. Anthony Davis could be in. I mean, what's the name could be in or he could be out. Whatever the kid's name. Embiid could be in or he could be out. He could even hit this points prop with Embiid, right? So we know that's not I ain't gonna say not a problem, but it is what it is. With Embiid on the floor, this season he's over this line. It's pretty much every game, right? It's 26.5. He just missed the 26.5. He hit it on the hook. I could count that as a hit if you really, really, it is what it is, right? You can also look at his assists. He's been dropping dimes as of late. He's been playing some really, 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 really good ball. Not afraid of his backcourt defensively. So at the end of the day, Tyrese Maxey points prop is in play. Last time he played these guys, he had 33 and 13. Threes at 2.5. That's the most interesting spot right there. The 2.5 threes. I think you could look that. You'll get that on Profit X. It'll be a parlay piece all the way across the board, though, right? So the 2.5 threes, I'll probably look at that for a parlay piece all the way across the board. Edgecombe, the 1.5 threes for Edgecombe has just been a gift, right? So keep it on. I've been playing that. He's been going over it. Last 3 games, he's going over it like 3, 4, and 3. You'll get 3 threes for him at plus 250. Probably best line is on FanDuel at plus 250. Edgecombe. With Embiid in the lineup, his points kind of go down a little bit, right? Let's see. But the last 2 games he did play, he did have 22 and 26. But I think it was a little bit more greener than it was. I probably wouldn't be looking at his points, though. It's kind of like, it feels kind of scarce to me, especially when you got Paul George going out there doing those things that he's been doing. But yesterday, he fell flat. He played 33 minutes, only 2 of 10, had 7 points. Might have seen some OG. It is what it is, right? But Paul George, a 23-point game here, 35-point game there. If you could think he can hit his threes, you get a good, decent number at plus 135. Barlow, I can't really fuck around with Barlow. And Embiid, like I said, hey, I seen the 23.5 earlier. The 22.5, I like that even better, right? I think Embiid can get his points, right? Since Anthony Davis has been back, I think they've been a little bit better versus center position. But historically on the season, they're giving up the second most points to the center position. I wouldn't take Embiid for rebounds, but they're giving up the second most rebounds to the center position. You know what I'm saying? So rebound chances, right? But if I go back to the last 2 weeks here, we'll see what they've been looking like here. Last 2 weeks, no. Last 14 days, I'm sorry. Bang, put the days in there. And then Dallas, they moved to number 5 from number 2. So we'll see what's going to happen, right? We'll see what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see if Anthony Davis, if Embiid goes, who they're going to, I don't know, man. These 2 motherfuckers might go at it big time, right? They might go at it big time. You never know. Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, If they can keep their hands to themselves, them boys can probably come out here and put on a show. So I'll be looking for that. Because when you look at the I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it. I'll be looking for that. That's what I'll be looking for sure though. I ain't gonna stunt. I ain't gonna stunt. So, man. I ain't gonna be looking. Both of them boys go for 30 today. That'll be interesting. Cooper Flag, Maxey, Paul George. That shit gonna be crazy. Celtics and Raptors. Ew, right? Celtics coming off a back-to-back. I looked at some of these guys on a back-to-back that just kind of didn't. You know what I'm saying? And you never know. This could be a spot where you get somebody popping out like Peyton Pritchard. So let me take a look here real quick. On a back-to-back, I was just snooping. As I say, filter days rest, less than 1 day's rest for Pritchard. So that's this season. So it looks like, the last few games, 2 of the last 3 games he's hit. Well, he's hit 3 threes on the second leg of a back-to-back and 3 straight games on the second leg of a back-to-back. Assists have been there, right? I'm going to put the assist to the side because it's such a low number. Still don't mean I'm going to get there. But these are just on the second leg of a back-to-back, right? So he's over his points prop in 7 of 10, including some games from last year. But if you want to look at this year, he's over his points prop in 3 of 5 in second legs of back-to-back. Derek White on the second leg of a back-to-back. Days rest, less than 1 day's rest. Player. Now, on the second leg of a back-to-back for him, he's over his points prop once at this number. I give him the benefit of the doubt on that Lakers game right here. He did have 19. I give him the benefit of the doubt. He played good. 5 of 10 for 3. Am I going to take that into consideration? I don't know. The recent form, though, he's been on fire, right? 9 threes, 5 threes, 6 threes, 5 threes, 5 threes, 4 threes, right? I'm not going to take that into consideration. But I'm a definitely, if I don't bet on him today, I'm gonna definitely be thinking about that shit. If he wets the bed, I'm definitely be thinking about those back-to-backs. I am. He took 20 shots last game in a pace-up matchup versus Miami. Toronto, they played 1 game this season. He had 21 points, 6 of 15 from 3 with 5 assists. When was that game? December 7th. Was that no, they didn't have what's the kid that's hurt? I forgot his name. They didn't have him though. So okay, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. The usage is there for him. He's been on fire. That's the thing. Same thing with Jaylen Brown, right? I was looking at some of his back-to-backs too, where he's carrying a hefty load. I was looking at his back-to-backs. You can see he's got 30 points or better in 9 of his last 10 games. Then when I filtered to some of those back-to-backs with less than 1 day's rest, it then, right? Now, granted, the last game was November 30th, right? But in the month of December, this boy has been on fuego, right? Bang. You see what I'm saying? Well, let me go back to that filter one more time. That was November days rest. Less than 1 day. Bang. That was the last game was November 30th. The back-to-backs was November 12th and the 30th, the last 2, right? November 12th and the 30th. So he had the 30th was right here. The 12th was back there sometime. So how about last 15 games? Last 15 games, the 12th was right here, right? 24 points, then 19, then 33, 29. You see what I'm saying? So I guess, I don't know, just something I was looking at, just filtering. But him and White, and right now their form has been off the chain. They off the chain. Walsh, I did set his rebounds to the side, 5.5. Interesting play. This defense is giving it up at 6 of 10. He's went over in 8 of 10. And he's been efficient in some in short amount of time here and there, right? 6 rebounds, 17 minutes, 21 minutes, 7 rebounds. So, if you want to get there, I cashed on him on one of these plays, but I haven't been going back to the well, and look at all the money I've been missing. Defense has been giving up that play as well. And then even if you want to get to it, I ain't even going to say it. Fuck it. Kada, I almost went to his rebounds yesterday. I thought it was a good read. He didn't get that, right? 10 points, 3 rebounds for him. Don't know what I feel like doing in this spot here. Versus Toronto, he did have a double-double last time. If you think he could get a bounce back spot here in the rebound category on a back-to-back, hey, his rebounds sitting at 8.5. Quickly, I went back and forth with this quickly situation and looking at the defense, seeing that they've been giving up the threes over this 3 line at 8 of 10. And some motherfuckers been coming in here and letting it ride on their ass. Cade Cunningham, 4 threes. DiVincenzo, 4 threes. Garland, 4 threes. 1 for 8 for Brunson. CJ McCollum, 3 for 8. Gabe Vincent, 4 for 8. Cade Cunningham, 6 for 10. And Capers yesterday, 5 for 8. So the 2.5 threes are in play for him. And then you could also look at the 16.5 points. I couldn't talk you off neither one, right? Points and or threes. I don't mind it, okay? He's going to have the usage. Speaking of usage, Brandon Ingram has been on the tear. He's got the usage as well. He's got the green light. And he's had a pretty decent game versus this team as well this season. He had 30 points, 11 for 24 for 7. Remember, this is a back-to-back for Boston's defense as well, and he's over his 1.5 3-point line convincingly in 4 straight games. 1.5 threes, you get to 2.5 threes for him at plus 186, 4 threes for him at plus 500. He's hit 4 threes in 3 of his last 4 games. Could be something to look at there. Straight up. Could be something to look at that. Because the Boston get out there and get to shooting these threes. Last time he played them, he gonna probably want to join the party. Last time these two teams played, he hit 4 threes. You get 4 threes at a plus 500 for him, man. If you're thinking about lottos or laddering. Okay? Abaji, I don't want none of that. I don't want no parts of it. That 1 3 for him, though, he's over in 3 or 4. That 1 3, I can see that happening. I'll set that to the side. But I don't want nothing else. But nothing else at all. I'm off the Scotty Barnes train. Even though I think this could be a good rebound, an okay rebounding spot. But I'm off the Scotty Barnes train right now. I don't want none of it. And it's hard for me to tell who and when and what Podol's going to do. Charlotte, Detroit. We got an over under of 232. Charlotte, 10 and a half point spread here for Detroit here. And look, I could go on all through this game if I wanted to, man, straight up. You got Khan, you got LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Bridges. Like, what, right? Looking at the play here, it's a lot of different plays I could see. But the spot, I do like the spot for Jalen Duren, man. He will sell here and there, but I like this spot. You could look at his rebounds at 10.5. Double-double is a parlay piece, minus 160. Points plus rebounds if you think he could get there. I'm looking at the rebounds, possibly rebounds and assists. Last 2 games he faced these guys, he had 14 and 12 rebounds. Last game he played him, he had 6 assists. He can drop some assists here and there, but I'll probably stay off of that. And then but despite everything that Cade Cunningham does, I don't mind his assist prop here, right? I don't. I was messing around with some of the filters. He last 10 games, I guess he's averaging 18 potential assists. I filter it to potential assists more than what? 16 potential assists, just to be a little generous. And this season, 9 assists, right? 9 assists. This season, 3 guys when I had 9 assists. So I mean, I think he can still get there. I think he can get there. I ain't gonna lie. So his assist prop could be in play, double for him. Probably get that at a what? -130. It's playable if you like it. Triple-double. He flirts with it here and there. Last time he played this team, he had a triple-double. So, it is what it is. Going up against Melo could be in points, could be in play, right? Points could definitely be in play. These players have egos, right? Cade versus LaMelo. Get your popcorn ready type shit. You know what I'm saying? So LaMelo has triple-double upside too as well. LaMelo coming out there with that playground, that wild ball, right? So you never know. These boys might be out to kill. Last time these two teams played, LaMelo 35, 6, and 9. So we could see some fireworks in this one here. Like I said, you never know. Coming off a game where he went 10 for 16 and 8-11 for 3. His 3 sitting at 2.5. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't take the under, right? So tracking that. He only played 29 minutes. He's supposed to be on a limit. So, he'll probably get up to 30, 31, 32 minutes. We'll see what it's going to do, right? You know what I'm saying? We'll see what is going to happen. I can't talk off the threes in this game, though. They're going to shoot some threes here. Whether it's Melo, Khan, Brandon Miller, Bridges, and Cade will shoot some. And Duncan Robinson will shoot the 3 as well. So it's gonna be some shit. I can see a 3-point lay or something. You can cook one up or something like that. But whatever, bro. Whatever. If I had to bet one play here, I probably would take the rebounds for Jalen Duren. Washington, Memphis. Now this Memphis team is pretty short-handed. Okay, so that's always good. You know what I'm saying? As long as these guys stay out of foul trouble, that's always good. So right now what we're dealing with is we'll have concentrated usage on the Memphis side, okay? So Memphis will be without Ja and Williams and Edey, right? Last game they got back Brandon Clark, okay? So with that being said, and he's jumped right into the starting lineup. They started Jaren Jackson at the 5, Clark here at the 3, and then they started Clark at the 4, and then they started Aldama at the 3, and Coward at the 2, and then Jalen Wills, they started him at the 1. In the absence of Cam Spencer. So Cam Spencer is back. Cam Spencer should be back, and and he should be starting. I would imagine this is what the starting lineup would look like. Cam Spencer, Cedric Coward, Wells, Aldama, Jackson Jr. with, I don't know though. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to do it, bro. Because they could, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know. And then coming off the bench, let's say if this was the starting lineup, the highest usage players or the usual suspects coming off the bench would be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, which he played last game. He played 20. He's at around 20 minutes, but the last few games he's played 22, 23, 23, 23 minutes. You could look at that 1.5, 3 for him. Another guy that would be coming off the bench would be Jock Landau. You could also look at the 3 for him. He's getting his minutes. His minutes are pretty much kind of like solidified around that 20-minute area. And he played 29.5 minutes versus Rudy Gobert. Versus Rudy Gobert, definitely you want to step out. If you were big, you can hit the 3. You definitely want to step out. He went 4 for 9 for 3. His 3 is sitting at 1/2 for 3 and a parlay piece. So it is what it is. And then Clark his first game. What does his first game of the season? He jumped right into the starting lineup and played 16 minutes. We're gonna have to see what the starting lineup's gonna be like. But the usual suspects. I mean, coming off the bench, you're gonna have Clark. They're gonna probably run. They're gonna have Clark coming off the bench, Landau, and Caldwell Pope, right? And some of these guys are gonna have to do a little bit of point guards duty and shit like that. Like Caldwell Pope probably he might have a little bit of ball handling duties, right? You see what his assist been looking like. I'm not going there, but you see what his assist been looking like. 5, 5, 5, 6. Then he had three versus a tougher defense in Minnesota. So you could tell he's been doing a little bit of point guard duty coming off that bench. I'm not fucking with his assist prop, but going up against this Washington team, I can see it happening. But I'm not fucking with it, right? But so when you're looking at the spot here, the spots as of late here, Cam Spencer is in a good spot for assists versus this Washington team. In a really good spot for assists, for sure. When you're looking at the point guards here, filter this to the point guard position and take a look there. When you're looking at assists here, Washington giving up the 6th most assists right there to the point guard position. And when you're looking at a team, as a team over the course of the season, Washington is giving up the number 1 most points in general. And then as assists, they're giving up the number 1 assist. And then if you're looking as a team, you can look across they green across all of the categories, right? They green as hell. So at the end of the day, we know they're not a great defense. One thing I do want to point out though, that 13-point spread could be in jeopardy here that 13-point spread could be in jeopardy with a banged up team like this Washington Wizards team. But like I said, the usage will be concentrated for the Washington Wizards team. That's what you want. I mean, for the Grizzlies team, that's what you want because it's easier to bet. It's easier to see who's going to be out there and stuff like that. So Cam Spencer, despite everything, you could look at his threes at 2.5. You could look at his raw points at 14.5. He will be out there, okay? You could look at his assists. You could look at his points plus assists, right? All that shit. You could look at all that. Cedric Howard, he's shown the ability to rebound the ball pretty well. Now, the shooting guard has been arguably one of the best spots for players versus this team over the course of the season. When I filter it to the shooting guard position, you can see number 1 in points to the shooting guard at 32 points. Rebounds, they are number 3 with 8.1 rebounds. Guess what? He can rebound the ball, right? He's going to be out there, right? He's got 12 rebounds here. He's got 14 rebounds here, right? If he can luck up and get a double-double, you'll get it for plus 400, right? I'm not saying go there, none of that shit, right? But at the end of the day, I took his rebounds last game and got burned, right? It is what it is. He played 27 minutes. I mean, it is what it is, right? Maybe I shouldn't have took the rebounds versus Minnesota, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. But finishing off where we were, assists for the shooting guard position. They're number 1 in assists, giving up assists to the shooting guard position. 3-pointers made, they're number 1, giving up a whopping 5.3 3-pointers made to the shooting guard position, right? That's probably the starters and the bench. But at the end of the day, somebody like him is going to end up having a decent amount of minutes. Whether Cedric Howard's going to be playing the 2 or whether he's going to be playing, or you get somebody coming in on a back end like Caldwell Pope, whoever it's going to be, they've been giving up the rebounds, threes to that point guard, to that shooting guard position. And so on and so forth. So shooting guard has been one of the best spots over the course of the season. I didn't look at the last 2 weeks. I can filter it to the last 2 weeks if you want me to. Last 14 days, bang, and take a look and see what's been happening here. Go to the points. They number 3rd in points. 3-pointers made, they are number 7. Still giving them up. It's just all contingent on who's going to be out there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I don't look at him for threes. He's been taking around 3 to 4 threes. He's probably averaging 4 threes. He's averaging 4 threes in his last 10 games. Sitting at 1.5. If you want to get there, you can get there. Jalen Wells, he's been model consistency when it comes to that 14.5 points. I've been missing all of that money because I ain't been betting on him for shit. But I've been taking that 1.5 3, but I ain't been taking his points. And as you can see, I've been missing money. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to do, it's probably been good. I ain't been betting it because as soon as I bet it, it's going to take an L. Tell you, whenever I jump on the bandwagon, like this points, he's over in 9 of 10. You know, it is what it is. Aldama, I'm 1 for 1 on 1 for 2 on Aldama's props. It's such a good matchup, man. I don't know what I want to do. Such a good matchup. I don't know what I want to do. Usage is all over the place. Then you get Brandon Clark back. I don't know what I want to do. Jaron Jackson Jr., I'm going to have interest in him for sure. His points in at 21.5. I wouldn't take the under. So yes for me. Back-to-back games with 18 field goal attempts. I really like that. The 1.5 threes, I really like that. Somehow he jumped his ass into the rebound category and had 12 rebounds versus Minnesota. That was definitely an eye-opener. He's over his assist line in 3 straight games. He'll be out there. We'll see what's going to happen. But like I said, that 13-point spread is very interesting, right, in favor of the Wizards. In favor of the Wizards, that's pretty interesting. Shout out to my Bulls last night. I took them on that spread. I took them on the money line. Cash both. Now, rewinding it back here to the Washington side of things, Chris Middleton, he hadn't played since the 4th, so keep an eye out on him, right? If he's out, then I like minutes for Carrington, right? So Carrington, boom, right? He's played 41, 36, and 33 minutes. The 1.5 3 has been sensational for him. He's over in 9 of 10 as a parlay piece. The assist at 4.5, I'll have interest there. So if he's in, if there's no, if there's no, you know what I'm talking about. Shit, Middleton. Then it is what it is with that situation. And then one thing I'll tell you about Memphis, they can give up the 3. Okay, so Memphis, they can give up the 3. Okay, so 3-pointers made, bang, right? So Memphis, over the course of the season, 7th in 3-pointers made. Okay, to the point guard position, they are 5th. Okay, to the shooting guard position, they are 7th. That's C.J. McCollum, okay? To the small forward position, Memphis is middle of the pack. Power forward position, Memphis, number 2. And giving up threes, and it is what it is. Looking at the shot profile and stuff like that, who gives them up and where they're giving them up at on the course of the season, these are attempts. Memphis allowing the 3rd most pull-up 3-point attempts. Catch-and-shoot 3-point attempts. Memphis are allowing, they top 10 in catch-and-shoot 3-point attempts. Corner 3-point attempts. Memphis is number 8th in 3-point attempts from the corner. And above the break threes, they are 8th. So they top 10 in all of the top statistical categories in 3-point attempts. Not makes, temps. So those are a lot of different ways that you can attack this game, and be safe out there, right? Be safe out there. Be safe out there. Okay. Phoenix, Golden State. This is we have a 6-point spread here. Over under 226 in this spot. This is a rematch, right? Golden State took an L. Looking at the injury news here, Kuminga would be questionable here. He's been downgraded to questionable. So Poto downgraded to doubtful. Definitely gonna like Misi rebounds here, but you could also look at Mamu Shavelsky for stretching the floor purposes, right? Let me rewind this back one more time here. One time here to Boston. Let me go over here. Player props. Let's go to Poto here. Take him out because he's doubtful. Put in Sandro. And Sandro, since last time he didn't play, Poto didn't play, he played 36 minutes, 8 for 12. 2 for 6 from 3. He had 18 points, right? We don't have lines out for him right now, and I can filter it without players. Jacoperto, bang. 26, 27, 36, 36 minutes. He's had points in the area of 10, 12, 9, 13, and 18. He will take some threes. Last time he took a decent amount of threes in back-to-back games. 3 for 9. 2 for 6. We don't have lines for him, but keep an eye out. That's how we're gonna look. That's how we're looking. That's what we're looking at. That's how we're looking, right? So it is what it is. Now fast forward back to where we were, and look, what I like here. I mean, there's a few things I like here. I'm gonna have interest in, right? It seems like. Well, I'll start with these guys. I haven't been betting on Gillespie, right? I haven't. The 4.5 assists is interesting with the amount of minutes he's been playing, 30 minutes in 3 of his last 4 games. I like it, right? The potential assists haven't been there like that, but so it's kind of scarce. I couldn't talk you off anything. I'm not betting on him, okay? I'm not. It's a rematch. Guys, I don't mind betting on them rematches to beat somebody like Devin Booker. Here, 26. He's coming off 27 and 25 point game there versus Golden State Warriors. He's played very well, right? He's over this points prop in 9 of his last 10 games versus Golden State Warriors in general. You could also look at his field goal attempts, him and Dylan Brooks. I have Dylan Brooks' field goal attempts to the side at 15.5. I'll show you the numbers real quick. Dylan Brooks, he's over this number in 4 of his last 5 games. Remember, it's at 15.5, okay? 23, 16, 20, 24 shot attempts. I have interest. Booker, I don't know, though. 18.5. He could get on a little side when it comes to the field goal attempts, but I can't deny what he's been doing in the points prop. Am I going there? Probably not. Maybe. But probably I don't know. 1.5 threes for Booker, though. It's a parlay piece. Would I take the 1.5 threes? Would I take his points? It'll be the points if I'm betting straight. 1.5 threes if I'm betting a prop. Parlay. 1.5 threes in parlays. 24.5 points straight. I can see it. Mark Williams, I'm off of him, right? I'm off of him. Like, look at the rebounds, especially the rebounds. Goodness gracious. Curry, he's Curry, right? He's Curry. You know that, right? Moody, I'm not fucking with him. Even though the 9.5 points is enticing, I'm still not fucking with him. Jimmy Butler, they whispering at Jimmy Butler, telling him he needs to step up or whatever the case may be. I have to go back and read whatever that was again, but he is coming off a 31-point game for them. I've been looking for the free throw attempts. I guess they took it down. I took the Bet365. They must have took it down. Jimmy Butler, his 3-point attempts, field goal attempts will probably be. Free throw attempts probably sitting at maybe 7.5, 6.5, 7.5, something like that. I would have probably liked it. Took 17 shots last game. His field goal attempts are sitting at 11.5. That's a yes, please, right? So as far as field goal attempts, I like Brooks. I like Jimmy Butler's, and I don't mind Quentin Post's field goal attempts at 8.5. He's almost taking that in threes, okay? So speaking of Post, we'll slide right on over here to Post here. I like the 1.5 threes as a parlay piece. 2.5 if you want to step it up, right? Make Mark Williams bring your ass on out here. He took 10 threes or better in 3 of his last 4 games. He's taking that 8.5 attempts in threes in 3 of his last 4 games. Okay, so but he's over that line that at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see, man. Books are weird, man. Books are weird, but I have to like it. I know Kerr likes him to shoot these threes. Kerr loves that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with his rebounds though. He got 11 rebounds versus them last game. I'm not fucking with his rebounds, but at the end of the day, the threes, the attempts, I like him. They just got to crack me upside the head. Orlando, Utah. We got a 7.5 point spread for this game here, right? I like the Utah side of things. I mean, I like the Magic side of things for concentrated usage here, right? With dealing with the injuries for Franz, Suggs, shit like that. Okay, so Anthony Black here, his at this 3.5, his assists are in play, right? His assists are in play. He took 18 shots. Four of his last 5 games, he took 15. He took 15 shots or better, right? I didn't go back and look at his field goal attempts, but if he's going to take that many field goal attempts, which I'm quite sure he probably is, 13.5 plus money. I like the spot for him. I like the spot versus backcourt, at least for him to get his shots up. Not a big fan of this Utah backcourt defensively. The spot for him looks pretty good. So at the end of the day, his field goal attempts at 13.5 at plus money. He's over this number in 1, 2, 3, 4 straight games. He's in his groove, right? And then the assist prop versus this team, like 3.5. Like, what do you want me to say? I wouldn't take the under. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Now, Desmond Bain has been the one, right? He wet the bed in the points in the he points in the threes category last game. I like the spot for him. He should be able to bounce back here, right? Efficient game for him last game in the passing category, eight assists on 8 potential assists. This 5.5 assist prop, you can look at it. You can actually look at his PRAs, right? But at the end of the day, he could probably bounce back in this game. I'm just keeping it funky with you. When you look at this team overall, from the 3-point standpoint here, Utah's giving up the most threes on the season. When you look at the shooting guard position here, Utah is number 4 and giving up threes, right? So at the end of the day, I didn't take a look at, or if you want to look at points, Utah, number 7, giving up points to the shooting guard position. At the end of the day, I didn't look at the shot attempts, where they letting them go for, but where they're giving it up at, like top 10 and pull up 3-point attempts. Utah number 1 in catch and shoot 3-point attempts. Utah number 1 in corner 3-point attempts. Utah number above the break threes. Interesting. Utah 25th above the break threes. That's interesting right there. I can look at them a few different spots, right? You could take a look at somebody like player game log. You could take a look at and I ain't wasting time. I'm just want to show you guys Orlando Magic, Desmond Bain, slide it over, go to the back here, and we'll take a look at how he's making it and where he's making his threes at. So 2 threes made here, 1 pull-up, 3 pull-up points, 3 catch and shoot. 6 3-pointers made here versus Miami. Pull-up points, 11. That must have been 3 threes pull-up and then 9 catch-and-shoot points, right? So he's a little bit on the both side. I could look at these categories and see which one he likes the most, right? And if and that's what this tool helps you out at. If you want a little bit more information, of course you can get to something like NBA.com where it's free and something like that, and you can come over here and just go by zone, and you can go by how about go by I could go by players. I can go by advanced filters and just filter it out to something like all teams. I can go Orlando like this, bang, right? Orlando Magic, and apply that filter, get stats. And then I could go with above the break 3 field goal attempts, Suggs, and then Desmond Bain right behind them. I can go with the corner 3-point field goal attempts. Wendell Carter is over there in the corner. Anthony Black's over there in the corner. Desmond Bain might take 1 from the corner. And then you can go from left corner and right corner and stuff like that. And you could also look at the defenses. So, it's a lot of different ways that you can do things, and it's a lot of different ways that you can skin a cat, right? You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. At the end of the day, so it is what it is, right? Tristan De Silva, I'm not fucking with him. Paulo, the usage will be there. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes for 30 here. Coming off a game where he's got 16 rebounds and 10 rebounds versus that Denver team. I told you, the Denver team is going to be a really, really good rebounding opportunity for a lot of guys on that Rockets team. Now, fast forward to where we were. Utah, he played 33 minutes versus Utah last game. He played them, only had 9 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Prior to that, he had a 30 and a 29, so he has the ability. We know he has the ability. The usage would be there. His points prop is steady climbing up. We hit his points yesterday. We got it last game. We got like 23, I believe. But it is what it is. If the points prop's too high, you can just fade him. Wendell Carter, yes, please. Give me over 1.5 threes, bro. And I'm probably going to take him for 3 threes, right? If they start the starting lineup, if they bust the starting lineup out again with Filipowski and Nurkic, yeah, I want them threes again. I want them threes either way it go, right? Don't know if I'll mess with his rebounds with somebody like Nurkic down there, something like that, but give me the points. I'm saying I lean towards the over in points, but give me them threes, man. Give me them threes. Plus money for 1.5 threes. And then I'll get a good read on him. 2.5 threes at plus 525. You know I'm going there. Win, lose, or draw. You know I'm going there. They're gonna have to fuck me up. Right? So give me them 2 threes, give me them 3 threes, man. Straight up. Give me them 3 threes, right? 15 shot attempts. 15 shot attempts. What's the shot attempts? 8.5. I wouldn't take the under there. It'll be an over or nothing for me, a minus 145 at a parlay piece. Give them shot attempts. Now, going through this game here. Now we do get numbers for like I ain't gonna lie. We do get numbers for like I ain't finna go there, bro. Whatever you want to do for Keontae George, I don't really give a fuck, right? Truth be told. Savi, I like the 1.5 3, bro. I do, right? The 1.5 3 plus 145. I like it, right? I do. Ace Bailey, the 13.5 points is very interesting for him. With no marketing, I can see instances where he can get 13, 14 shots. If he can get 13, 14 shots, I'm fine with taking it on a straight, win, lose, or draw, right? Off the bench, you'll get somebody like Sensabaugh coming in off the bench who can come in here and knock down 2 threes for sure. He's over in 6 of 10. I like that as well, right? It is what it is. If they getting their ass blew out or whatever, if it's a game, these boys going to get their threes up. Filipowski, I don't know what I want to do with him. I don't even know what the starting lineup's going to be. We'll see. I don't know what I want to do with him. He's coming off a 13 rebound game versus the Lakers. Nurkic, you can look at Nurkic in a multitude of ways. Rebounds, points, assists, back-to-back games with 7 assists. I don't know what category he's going to pop up at, man. You know, I like the spot for rebounding, though. I ain't going to stunt. You get a double-double for him for plus 194, or you could just look at his regular rebound line at plus 115. Interesting. Very. A rematch for this Portland-Sacramento game. It's going to be a good same game parlay atmosphere. I don't have not that one singular prop, right? We went to Monk points last game. And he was a DNP, right? Don't know why. Have no clue why. No clue why he was a DNP. No. But, you know, a pace-up matchup for the Kings. No Levine. He's on a trade block. And I don't know what the deal is with Monk. Monk might be on the trade block, right? So, Avija, his usage is through the roof. Whatever you want to do for him, right? Shaded Sharp, just going to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to shoot it. He's over his 3 line and 4 straight. Kamara, here's the guy I've been missing money with, right? I just ain't been betting him. He's just been cashing. You know what I'm saying? That 3, he's been cashing that 3. I haven't been betting him. Jeremy Grant, he garners usage. he's questionable. We want to see what the news is for him. And man, Klingen. Now I don't mind the double for Klingen, right? He did play 35 minutes in that overtime game. I couldn't talk off the 1-3 for him. I do like that, the 1-3 for him. And he's been dropping dimes, man. That 1.5 dimes as a parlay piece is over in 8 of 10. I couldn't talk you off of that. The same game parlays. I mean, it is what it is. And then Russell Westbrook, pace-up matchup for him. Triple-double, double-double is in play. Also his points. I didn't go to his points last time. I went to his assists last game, and he got there. But anytime you get a pace-up matchup there, he's going to get extra shot opportunities. I could see him get to his points prop, especially when they have no Levine. DeMar DeRozan, he put up 33, 20.5 points. If he's taking 15 to 20 shots, 15, 16, 17 shots, his 20 points going to be in play. He hit 3 threes last game. He hit that 1-3 and 6 of 10. You could take the 1-3 for a parlay piece if you want. But, yeah, it probably would be points or nothing for him. Maybe the 3.5 rebounds. You get that at a great number there, right? That's not a bad look, if you ask me, versus this pace-up matchup. Plenty jump shots, plenty speed, plenty opportunities. He is durable. Almost over 35 minutes in back-to-back games. 3.5 rebounds are in play, and you'll get that at plus money on no vig. Keegan Murray, another Iron Man type dude that's going to be out there. But I don't know what I will do with his numbers. At that 3 like that, the shots should be there for him, but 1.5, 3, I couldn't talk you off of it, but I'm not going there. Precious Achua started at the 4 last game, I want to say. So, he can rebound the ball here and there. He's got 5 rebounds or better in 9 of his last 10 games. Even if you want to shake it down to 5 in a parlay, I don't care. Maxime, he bust out last game, right? 1 for 3 for 3. He will take the 3. Double, overtime, I want to say, and then 29 and 11. So he's been balling, bro. He's been balling. Shout out to the young kid. He's been balling. Boy, oh boy. Last game on the docket. Los Angeles and the Clippers, right? So where I'm at with this game here is no Ayton. We know that. The point guard, we have no Ayton. We have no Austin Reeves, and then Rui is questionable. Right off the back here, there's some interesting plays in this game, right? So Jared Vanderbilt, he played 15 minutes and 25 minutes versus Utah. 7 and 11 rebounds. His rebounds in at 5.5. I like it, right? I like it. And if you don't get Rui, he might be in there. He might be in there a little bit more minutes, right? Played 25 minutes last game. So I like it. And then he does have upside on the 5.5 rebounds. You could probably get, let me see. He's gonna play probably some backup center though, right? Which is it's okay. Or I can see you pumping your brakes, right? Because the number 1 rebounding prop here I like is gonna be Zubac. So that's the number 1 rebound prop I like at 10.5. Or the double is a parlay piece at -149. You could put him and Jalen Duren together and get plus money, some shape, form, or fashion. Those are 2 of the best rebounding spots on the board, if you ask me. So Indiana versus LA, he's got 10 to his old team. He's got 10 rebounds or better in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games. Okay, so that's one of the best rebounding spots for me. Now Luka gave these boys about 45 last time he played. Triple-double, all that shit is in play. And his threes, all that, right? I was looking at the 3-point profiles and stuff like that. And let me see. I was looking at the 3-point profiles and shit. LA Clippers. They number 4 and pull up 3-point attempts on the season. The Clippers, they okay, bottom third in catch and shoot. Corner 3-point attempts. The Clippers are number 2 at giving up corner 3-point attempts, and above the break 3-point attempts, they right at bottom third. But the pull up 3-point attempts, that's Luka, right? He likes that. He's got the ball in his hand, the pull up 3-point attempt. As you can see, last 2 games, 5 for 12. And then this last game, a triple-double, 43 points, 7 for 12. He will pull up on your ass, right? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's 4 threes for him. It's minus 130. I don't know if I'll go there, but, triple-double, 35.5, whatever. Marcus Smart. I cashed on Marcus Smart last game versus Utah. Don't know if I'll go there. Yeah. Don't know if I'll go there. His threes are sitting at 2.5. I don't know if I want to go with a 2.5 3-point line. Yeah, I don't. Right? Rui, you know what? I'm not even playing his 1.5 threes. As much as he hit that shit, I'm not playing it. LeBron James, you could look at his assists for sure. 6.5. He's had 6 assists last time these 2 teams played, and 25 points. So you could definitely look at his assists here. He's getting into this groove. 17 shots on 4 of his last 5 games. 22.5 points is something, it is what it is. I couldn't talk you off of it. I like it in the absence of Reeves, whatever you want to do with that. And then Jackson Hayes. I probably would fade his rebounds. He might get there, though, but I might fade his rebounds. Ain't playing enough minutes for me. Now, he will dunk, right? He will dunk. If you got a market where they're taking dunks, he will dunk. So that's one thing he will do. He will dunk, and it is what it is. Harden, his numbers are in play. He should be playing. Now, Chris Dunn, right? I've been playing his points prop, right? But he's been crushing that 3, boy. He's been crushing that 3. You get 1 3 from a parlay pitch, 3 threes from a plus 520. He's got 3 threes in 3 straight games, bro. Straight up, 3 straight games. I like this points prop too, man. So I'll take his points. I don't mind. I'll take his points. And I've been taking his points in fantasy score. He's been doing just fine. Right? But right now, I'm looking at his points at 7.5 and seeing what I can do from there. Okay? Kawhi Leonard, 24.5 points is definitely in play. 20 points or better in 9 of his last 10 games. So even if you want to shake him down to a few a builder or something like that, I couldn't talk off of that. John Collins, I really want to take this 4.5 rebounds versus this team. He's rebounding this ball pretty good. I really want to take this 4.5 rebounds. He's over this 4.5 rebounds in 9 of his last 10 times versus this team. Last time these 2 teams played, he hit 4 threes. Man, I want to really, really take his rebounds. And then if he goes out there and have an outlier rebound game, you get 10 rebounds for him at plus 1,700, bro. That's crazy work. But he ain't been getting there in this last 4-5 games. But at the end of the day, 4.5 rebounds with the history he got versus this team. You got Aiden out. There's a way that he can probably get there. I would rather take his 4.5 rebounds over Jared Vanderbilt's rebounds, but the number 1 rebound spot goes to Ivica Zubac. Straight up. I like the rebounds for him. Straight up. I like a lot of rebound props here. Double-double for Zubac, shit like that, man. So that sums it up, bro. That sums it up. Hour and 13 minutes in the books. I did pull up some plays from Jackson. We'll take a look at those right now. And Nikola Jokic double-double, of course, whatever, right? But Sadiq Bey, over 19 points and rebounds. He's been crushing this number. He's over this number in 9 of 10. Jaylen Brown, 29.5 points. He's crushing the fuck out of this number, right? He's over in 9 of 10. Moses Moody, 13 points. PRAs. Now, that's very interesting. Very interesting. PRAs is very interesting for him. I can see him getting around 8, 9, 10 points. So that's definitely doable. 8 of 10. Memphis, Grizzlies total under 232.5. I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't. That just about sums it up. Let me take a look at these. Laurie Marketing out. Ooh, Jaylen Brown doubtful. Ooh. He's doubtful. Jaylen Brown's doubtful. What the numbers do there? Jaylen Brown's doubtful. Did they change any numbers yet? I think Pritchard was 16.5. And plus money. 16.5 at plus money. Derek White, 19.5. Jaylen Brown, doubtful. Jordan Walsh, 7.5 with the rebounds at 5.5 at plus money. Who is it gonna be? Josh Minot or something like that? Josh Minot without he ain't played that many games without Jaylen Brown, but what it do though? Last time Jaylen Brown didn't play, he played 22 minutes. So he got the minutes. Oh, what about Anthony Simons? He played 28 minutes yesterday. What about without Jaylen Brown? He only played one game without Jaylen Brown. He has 16, 4 for 8 for 3. His 3 sitting at 2.5 at plus money. What about Sam Hauser? He's got lines out. 1.5 threes for Sam Hauser. Yesterday he just hit 5 for 9 in 25 minutes. What about him that December 4th game without Jaylen Brown? He played 20 minutes. He still hit his 3 points. Okay. Interesting. But I don't like the pace this game can be played at. But at the end of the day, numbers are so low. He did hit 3 threes versus this team last time. 8 of 10 for this number versus Toronto. Because you got Toronto, you got guys like Quickly going to have to play a lot of offense, get on defense. Brandon Ingram play a lot of offense, get on defense. But that probably opens it up for Scotty, right? Straight up. Scotty probably don't have to play. He probably don't have to play a lot of defense. He had a double-double last time these two teams played. I think that opens it up for Scotty. And there's no Jakob Poeltl. Won't be no Jakob Poeltl. Double-double for him is plus 160. Rebound sitting at 8.5. Would you take the 10 rebounds instead of the double-double? Probably, yeah. Double-double plus 160. Rebounds plus 175. Or he can jump into the assist category and get him like that. Speaking of assists, he had 9 assists last time these two teams played. Assisting at 4.5. 10 assists plus 1,800. Triple-double for him, probably plus 3,200. Where is he at? The power forward position? Okay. That shit just got interesting. Let me refresh this injury news one more time. Okay. That shit just got escalated real quick. give you guys a quick look at the plays that I had set to the side that just, that you can come back and alter or whatever. 3.5 rebounds for DeMar DeRozan. I'm starting to like that. LaMelo Ball wouldn't take the under here for threes. Probably going to take the over. Abaji, 1-3. I couldn't talk off of that. Emmanuel Quickly, his 16.5 points. Peyton Pritchard assists plus his points now, right? I wouldn't take the under 1.5 threes for Edgecombe. I wouldn't. 2.5 threes is a parlay piece. For Maxey, I like that. Eensy teensy weensy lean towards the over. I don't know. PJ Washington, I don't know. I might take a rain check on that. Sadiq Bey, 5.5 rebounds. It's doable. Don't know if I'm going there. Was double-double. See it right here. I put a double-double as a parlay piece for Zubac. Collins, 4.5 rebounds, is in play. Can he sell? Yes, he can sell. Done. 1-3, 2 threes, 3 threes. He's been hitting it. His points prop, I like his points prop. Jaron Vanderbilt, painful play, but he has upside on this rebound prop. He does. Marcus Smart, 12.5 points. I probably don't even get there. I wrote lean right there. Raynaud, Maxime, his rebounds, his 1-3 is in play. Sensabaugh, 1.5 threes, right along with Savi Mikhailuk. I think I like Wendell Carter more than all of them. The 1.5 threes at plus 155. 3 threes for Wendell Carter, you get it at like plus 500, right? He's over that number a couple times, I believe, lately. Bencaro, he's going to handle the ball. This could be a good assist spot for him with this team. With the pace-up matchup, right? Lately, Utah been playing fast. Desmond Bane, his PRAs, if he's hitting a shot. If not, you could look at his assists, rebounds and assists, or the threes. But assists is very, very interesting for Desmond Bane. Anthony Black, points plus assists could be in play. I'm looking at his 3.5 assists, though. Even if it's a parlay piece, I'm still looking at that. Quentin Post, 1.5 threes is a yes, please. Is a parlay piece. 3 threes is a straight. Cam Spencer, rebounds and assists or PRAs for Cam Spencer. I'm really undecided in that spot, but, you can also look at his threes. Jalen Wells, he's been, either his points prop or the threes, he's been killing it. Jaren Jackson Jr., love the usage, love the spot. Everything's in play for him. Well, not everything. His points are definitely in play and his 1.5 threes. Cade Cunningham, going up against LaMelo Ball. Both of these guys might show out. So, it is what it is. Jalen Duren, one of the best rebounding spots, in my opinion, on the board here. So the double-double, all that shit, parlay pieces in play. Brandon Ingram, 1.5 threes. He's been crushing those 2.5 threes. He's been hitting the 2.5 and the 3.5. So the 3.5 been like plus 300, and 4 threes been like plus 500. So some shit like that. You can look at Walsh. His rebounds look more sexier now, right? He might get a few more minutes with Jaylen Brown probably getting ready to be out. Embiid and Anthony Davis, it's a possibility that these boys can go at it. It could be the clash of the Titans here. I like the point for both of them, right? Both of them boys have 30-point upside. Zion Williamson, like, God damn, man, you need to just go and sit down somewhere. Sadiq Bey, points plus rebounds could be in play. Jeremiah Fears, I like the spot for Jeremiah Fears when it goes to the point guard matchup. He'll see some Nembhard, not afraid of Nembhard's defense, and vice versa. Nembhard, not afraid of Jeremiah Fears' defense. So those boys could be looking good. Sengun, I put undecided. I don't know what I'm gonna do, truthfully. But this first game, this Rockets team, when you look at the rebounds, I don't know how it's going to look with the rebounds, because the Rockets are in a good rebounding spot, right? Jabari Smith, Kevin Durant, he's 9 for 10 to this rebound prop versus this team. In 9 of his last 10 games, he's over. I'm in Thompson. I'm undecided on what I want to do. He's in such a good spot. Joker and Jamal Murray, I didn't even put them up there because they self-explanatory. They got to do the heavy lifting. I like the points for both of those guys, so. Shit. Peace out.